Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson by giving all praises, honor and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rechaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this 100% truth. Excuse me. Double salutations, shalom to the Akim out there, spreading this word in truth and sincerity, and shalom to the Akwath that are listening in today. I'm back at you with another lesson entitled Pray for Mercy. Because the time of judgment is almost here. You see, when the Heavenly Father gets down to do his thing, man, you're gonna wish that you had that mercy, and also you're gonna wish that you done all that you could to ensure that you get that mercy, man. We're meant to be striving for perfection. So lucky for the cough. I guarantee you, I promise you, those of you listening out there, it's almost gone, man. But I still want to push this work. So sincere apologies, man. Okay. But you see, when that judgment comes, when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, you want to have that feeling where you can be rest assured that you had done everything in your power to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You don't want to be a slothful servant, pretty much dragging your feet, doing things in your own time, not pulling your weight. Because when that time comes, and that you're in the time of Jacob's trouble, you don't really want to have those thoughts of shit, man, I could have done more. The thing is, we could have done everything we possibly could have in our power and still have that feeling, man. But you really want to be putting in that work now, doing all that you possibly can in your power to make sure that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has mercy upon you. Alright? And we need that mercy, man. Because if you see the way the Heavenly Father is about to judge these people, the way he's about to get down, you're gonna know and understand that we need that mercy. Alright? So I'm gonna start off here in Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 2. And it reads, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. And what's his speech? His speech is this word. Alright, we heard the scriptures broken down in the right way, the 100% truth, and we was afraid because after hearing the 100% truth, we came to the conclusion that shit, the Heavenly Father, he's really pissed off. The Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, they're really pissed off, man, and they're coming forth. Yahweh Shai is coming forth to bring wrath, vengeance. And boy, oh boy, as it says in Hebrews 10 and 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. So we come to the conclusion that, oh damn, we need to do the best that we can to make sure we don't go end up on the bad side of the Lord. Okay, so let's start again from the top. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known, meaning, bring back this word into remembrance. Bring back this truth. And that's pretty much what's been happening ever since Elder Abba Bivens, which we believe is Elijah the prophet, the reincarnation, right? That's what's been happening ever since he touched the scene in late 60s, early 70s. All right, the work, revive thy work in the midst of the years, right? The proper understanding of the Bible has been brought back to us. because we lost the understanding for a very long time, man. Okay? In the midst of the years, make known, in wrath, remember mercy. Alright? In wrath, remember mercy. And that's what we're asking the Heavenly Father, man, because we know He's about to judge this place thoroughly. You see, contrary to popular belief, you got these Christians thinking that the Lord is just what? Some gigantic teddy bear. You see, He's just some passive power who, yeah, just do what thou wilt, do whatever the hell you want to do, and don't worry about me, man. You know, I don't care. You know, I'ma still come and save you, even though you're doing the things I told you not to do. That's what the Christian church thinks of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So they're in for a big surprise when they realize that they're not when they realize they're not saved the way they thought they were. Alright? Let's jump down to verse 8. There's Habakkuk speaking. He said, was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Could you see that is how much wrath the Heavenly Father's coming with, man? You know, because really and truly He's angry at the wicked, but it's like pretty much all creation is going to be what's the word, collateral damage, all because of what the wicked have done. All right, because look, man, the way the Heavenly Father is going to destroy this place, mainly the land of America, aka Babylon the Great, you are going to be like, damn. You know, if you make it as part of the elect, you're going to be so grateful that the Lord had mercy on you and you didn't receive the judgment of the wicked. Alright? So let's read it again from the top of verse 8. Was the Lord displeased at the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou did ride upon thine horses and chariots of salvation? And that's the so-called UFOs. All right, those are the chariots of salvation, and they're the ones that's going to be bringing forth the destruction. All right, you know, laser beams are going to be shooting out of those chariots. You can read about that in 2nd Esdras chapter 13, I believe, around the 8th chapter. But you see, this is why we need mercy, man. Because you see, when this world realizes that Yahushua, that so-called black man, is coming with the chariots, with those angels, and he's pissed off, and they're bringing forth great destruction, they're going to be like, shit, they're going to wish they had that mercy, man. You know? And, man, this is why we need to be striving for perfection, man, rehearsing the righteous acts. We don't want to end up in the Heavenly Father's bad, look at that. We don't want to end up in the Heavenly Father's bad books, man. You know, we don't want that smoke. To be honest, we don't want that smoke. You know, we ain't got to be act like we're all big and bad, because we're not big and bad. What does it say in Isaiah 41 or 40? It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob. We have been likened unto a worm, bro. How the hell do we think, well, you know, a nigga will tell you, yeah, they want the Lord to pull up on them, man. Well, they ain't read Isaiah 29 and 6. But it's alright, man. You know, as Elder Apostle Gabar says, where words can't teach, adversity will. Where words can't teach, adversity will. Okay? This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Now, this ain't aimed at the hopeful elect. This is aimed at, like, you know, those Christians who believe that, you know, the Lord is just some gigantic teddy bear, and He just allows you to do whatever the hell you want, and you can just get away with murder. You see? It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So you see, the day of the Lord is going to be cruel, man. Full of great wrath. Okay? Great wrath, suffering, and judgment. You know, if you ain't in this truth and you ain't got a true understanding, why the hell would you desire that, man? But you know, these Christians are going to learn the hard way, man. They're going to be met with a big surprise when they realize the Heavenly Father ain't no massive teddy bear, some pushover, some power where you can just disobey his word and still expect salvation, man. That's cheeky. That's cheeky, man. You see? That's cheeky. Here you are, you get offended when a human calls you by the wrong name, addresses you by the wrong title or whatever. But somehow when it comes to the Lord, oh yeah, you know, you can just call him whatever the hell you want. You can call him Yahweh, you can call him Jesus, you can call him Yeshua. You know, this doesn't really matter, man. You won't see that matters, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 17. Bear with me a minute. Isaiah 2 and 17. And the loftiness, the proudness, that high-mindedness, alright, of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. So there ain't going to be no self-glorification in that day, man. When the Lord comes to judge this place, you're going to realize the mere mortal human being that you are. And you are that same mighty man who you thought was so big and tough. He's going to be begging and screaming for mercy, man. Trust me. Alright. Verse 18. And the idols he shall utterly abolish. Alright. All that Jesus Christ nonsense, that Allah, that Buddha, money, whatever it is you idolize, they're all going to be destroyed, man. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. You see? So they're going to be seeking that cave, you know, in hopes that they'll have some sort of mercy and the judgment won't fall upon them, which is far from true. Okay? Because even if they escape the judgment, they're only going to be rounded up as slaves anyway. You know? So it's the same difference. Verse 20. In that day shall a man cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold. Alright, which your modern day silver and gold is money. Okay, these FRNs, Federal Reserve Notes. And even literal silver and gold. Alright? Which they made each one for himself to worship to the moles and to the bats. Why? Because they want to flee the judgment of the Heavenly Father. They're going to be seeking mercy and not finding it. 2/3 of our people and the wicked, which are the Edomites and these other nations, man, they're going to be seeking mercy and they ain't going to find it, man. Alright? Just bear with me a second. See, man, this word, this truth that we're in is deadly serious, man. This is not a game. And although, you know, people be ridiculing and mocking and scoffing, look, their Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is going to show these people that they're not playing around, man, and they never was. And they just pretty much had them building up their tab until the point where ultimate destruction is the only answer for these people, man. You see? Let's go to the book of Proverbs. and verse 4. And it reads, the Lord have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Doesn't Proverbs 20 and 24 say that man's goings are of the Lord, therefore how can a man understand his own way? All right. And that's the scary thing about it, is that if the Lord wants you to go off, he'll make you go off just so he can judge you, man. That's why we always need to be seeking that mercy, because ultimately everything is in the control of the Heavenly Father, man. All right. We can't make ourselves the elect. We can only hope we are of the elect. You see? Verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart, all that pridefulness, yeah? All that pridefulness is an abomination to the Lord. Yeah, you got the big bag, you got this, you got that. The Lord hates that shit, man. Though hand joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. So yeah, you might think everything nice, everything calm now. The Lord can show you that everything ain't calm, bro. Again, you're going to be screaming and begging for mercy in that day, in that time, when the Lord visits you, man. You're going to want mercy. Trust me. Let's close out here in the book of 2 Peter. It's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9. And it reads, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. And this is why we need to be praying for mercy, man. Because if the Lord wants to bug you out, he can, and deceive you, he can send forth a lying spirit unto you, man. Look what he did to Ahaz, the king Ahaz, in what's it, 1 Kings, I believe, chapter 19. He sent a lying spirit onto that king to deceive him, just so that he can be destroyed. You don't want the Lord to do that, man. And trust me, bro, see, that lying spirit comes with that pride. So you think you got it all right and you got it all wrong, man. And the next thing you know, judgment is falling upon you. All right. So we see that the time is short. You know, Romans 13 and 11. And knowing now is a high time to awake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than when we believed. You know, it's round the corner, man. And we need to be doing all that we can to ensure that Yahweh Bashim Yahshai gives us that mercy in the times that are, you know, the perilous times that are fast approaching, man. All right. So that's it, man. I pretty much made the point there. And hopefully this lesson has been edifying. And until the next time, I say shalom.